Jeannie, I love it that I can read your name tag from here. I didn't wear one. I'm Steve. Hi. Good morning, everyone. Let's hear it for summer crowds, hey? Yeah. I'll smush a couple tunes together. That's a technical music term, smush. So, if you know the words to this, sing along. And if you don't, sing along. We begin. Here's a tune to take us in. Right here is where we begin. We begin, let's double down on love, my friends. This right here is where we begin. It's not the shortest song ever, but we're gonna do it a couple times. We begin. Here's a tune to take us in. Right here is where we begin. We begin, let's double down on love, my friends. This right here is where we begin. Are we ready to begin? Okay. We begin. Here's a tune to take us in. Right here is where we begin. We begin. Let's double down on love, my friends. This right here, we begin. Big finish. This right here is where we begin. You are ready. Had some friends who are digital marketers. Had coffee with them recently, and they their names are Holly and Creed. Cleverly called Let Love Lead. I stare at stars most evenings, searching for some meaning. Wide-eyed, just wondering the reason for my being. But I've dreary days I must confide, when taking not one step outside in the darkness. I just want to hide, keep myself locked up inside. Sometimes I wait that feeling out, I take baby steps instead. Grateful I'm reminded from my heart, not my head, to let love lead. Let love lead. I can hear it from beloveds, my friends and sages across so many lifetimes, throughout the ages, lifting up my soul, my energy and spirit, with simple words. And so I think it's time for me to hear it. Let love lead. Let love lead. With every big or little thing, think I've gotta let it ring. Just let love lead. Let love lead. Not for nothing, my buddy Joey'd say, but that's a little understated, 'cause love's a lot like something that can't be overrated. It's like talking all night long, singing up till dawn. Oh, the music, it just sets us free, just channeling this loving creed to let love lead. Let love lead. With every big or little thing. Think it's time we get to sing. Let love lead. Let love lead. Let love lead. Let love lead. Let, allow, and let it be love surrounding you and me. Lead, it's our destiny. It is the journey. Let, allow, and let it be love surrounding you and me. Lead, it's our destiny. It is the journey to let love lead. Let love lead. Let love lead. Let love lead. Let love lead.
You wrote it, you sang it, you played it, and it's good. Yeah, it's really good. Our friend Steve Mason joins us. Yay. We're always so grateful. Yeah, thank you. Back in the sound cubicle is our Ellen. Yay. Our greeter, the one I see right now. Good morning. How are you, Chris? You're here. That's what counts. I'm not sure who else was out there with you, but thank you for greeting. Dave, you were there? Who else? Cindy, hi. We've missed you. It's a long time in between times. We miss all of you when you're not here, when we haven't seen you for a long time. And we're always happy to see people who are here for the first time. So, Heather, would you like to introduce the flock? The front row flock.
This is my future son-in-law, Robert Shepard.
Hi, Robert.
This is my granddaughter, Samantha.
Hi, Sammy. Hey.
This is one of my oldest and dearest friends, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi. Welcome. Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
Sounds like a great thing. Yeah, yeah. I hope it was I hope it was special and fun. In the back row, I've met your son. Hi. Tell me your name again. Jonah. John. Jonah. I was right. I got it. Who's the little guy?
This is Lex, my grandson, and then hidden behind over here is my granddaughter, Tula.
Hi, you guys. I'm sorry we don't have youth ed going on today, but you're welcome to be back there. If you get restless, you have to take an adult with you. Just grab any one of them. Just take any one of them. Drag them back there. And Cindy, who's with you? Oh, hi, Lena. Nice to see you. Yay. Yay. When you see the word drum circle on the back of the program on a Sunday morning, that's your leader. Thanks. And somebody new in the back row. Hi, Mel. Nice to have you here. Thanks for being here. We always say it's a brave move to step across that door on a Sunday morning. We never know what's going to happen here, but this is a place that is blessed. And we who come here are blessed. I was called to find a hymnal, difficult to find these days, but I wanted to share the blessing for a church. This is God's house. May we who come here not only find out about God, but find God. May there be beauty in this place, but especially may it be a place where men and women become aware of the beauty in themselves. May this be a place of worship. May this be a place of instruction. May this be a place of singing. May this be a place of prayer. But for us who worship and take instruction and sing and pray, may this always be a place of inner stillness where we may listen and hear when God speaks. May whoever ministers here minister in love. May whoever teach truth. May whoever serves here serve pleasantly. And may everyone come into this house in expectation and go with thanksgiving. And may anyone who comes needing help go feeling blessed. May this be such a house that Jesus Christ or any stranger, even one of the least, would feel in it that he or she is with friends. Much of our mission is spoken in those words by James Dillard Freeman. When we welcome you in the warm and loving spirit of unity. The word unity would create an image of oneness. And in this place we say, we are one in spirit. We are one with one another, one with that which we call our higher power, one with the entirety of life in all of its expressions. We are called when we come here to be in the world as a blessing and to find and cultivate ideas that increase both our inner awareness of the presence and our outer expression. We say anyone who comes is welcome here. We celebrate the many paths to God. We celebrate the many expressions of that which we would call God by any name. And we're grateful to share the journey with all who come here and those who watch online and those who on any given day simply wander across the threshold to find something here that can satisfy their soul. So indeed we welcome you in that loving spirit of unity, and we affirm there is only one presence and one power active in my life and in yours, God the good, omnipotent. Our daily word reader is Richard this morning, and the word for today is possibilities. Richard, you can always come around the side entrance. No, don't go. Once here, we will not let you go. Whoop.
Good morning, everyone. Good to see you all. Today's daily word, as Linda said, is possibilities. It's on. I open my mind to limitless possibilities. There are limits to what my mind can imagine. I may find a challenge too big to overcome or too complex to work through. In the past, I might have avoided such challenges, but today I turn within for guidance. Within my inner sanctuary, I find infinite possibilities. For God, nothing is or ever could be impossible. As a spiritual being, I open my mind so these possibilities can enter my imagination. With spiritual sight, I begin to apprehend what is possible. I emerge from my prayer time filled with inspiration and clarity, ready to take the steps necessary to make my vision reality. I return again and again to the limitless field of infinite potential where I can claim divine ideas and know the presence and power of God is in and through all things. And from Luke 1:37, for nothing will be impossible with God. Now the Sufi mystic Nasruddin was working in his front yard when a stranger came walking by and said, "Excuse me, sir, how long will it take me to go into town?" Nasruddin looked at him and didn't answer. The man said, "Excuse me, but could you tell me how long it will take to walk into town?" Again, Nasruddin said nothing. The man said, and he walked away, and as he was going down the road, Nasruddin said, 15 minutes. Nasruddin said, "Well, why didn't you tell me that before?" He said, "I had to see how far you were walking and how fast." Thank you.
Thank you. One after the other, one after the other. Oh, friends. We need laughter. We need a lot of laughter. Okay. Let me get to this part. See what I have to tell you about. Many things. I have many things to say. Prayer box is on the credenza. Prayer for yourself, prayer for anyone, prayer no matter how far away or how near is prayer, and it's present everywhere when we lift our mind, when we lift our hearts in a spirit of believing in possibilities, all possibilities, limitless possibilities. When we hold one another in a spirit of prayer, knowing that the presence and power in charge of all things is at work in each and every life. When we pray together, or when we pray from that deep place in our hearts, no matter how great the need, we believe that prayer is everywhere present and drawing unto it, not just to the one who prays, but to both one who prays and one who is prayed for. Situation at hand. That prayer and the response to that prayer is felt universally, inwardly and outwardly and universally. Today we pray for those affected by the flood in Texas. A very deep prayer, deep and long-held pleas for all those who have been lost and all those who remain. A prayer this morning for our brother Jordan, whose brother passed sometime during the weekend. If you didn't receive a newsletter, if you didn't have some communication you were expecting from Jordan, he's been involved in his family. And our prayers go forth to be blessing to all who are part of our community and all those who are beyond what seem to be the numbers within our community, all who can be blessed by the experience of prayer today. We pray and we know from a deep place inside us the power that is at work, the divinely ordered power, presence, and process for each of you, for all. We offer our sincere comfort and peace and blessing. And so it is. I want to talk a little bit about Bill. Bill's here. Look, Bill's here. Louise, could you be my person? Could you hold Bill up for people to see, or prop him, whichever. Don't you fall down. All right, there's Bill. If you've never met Bill, he's always up for adoption. Not because of anything that would stand in the way. He is the cutest little guy we could ever have on board. And let me tell you a little about it. If you can put that down, just prop it in front. If it falls, it falls. There we go. So what we say is what it takes to run a church is primarily invisible. What it takes to be part of a church is many times invisible. But it's through the support of individuals who hold the vision and the image and the welfare and well-being of a church that a church can exist. We must have that energy of volunteerism, of financial support, of people who are willing to get their hands dirty and dig into doing the jobs that need to be done, whether it's washing dishes in the kitchen or taking care of all of the things that go on here. And every Sunday morning, this is when we all show up, and it kind of looks like this is all there is to it. We all come and we're here and we have a good time and then we go. But we've discovered that what goes on when we're not here is paying the bills and making things happen and being sure that everything that is necessary for a church to be healthy and alive is occurring. So we given the gift of creating a way we could do a very special adoption process called Adopt a Bill. And Adopt a Bill not only supports our mission, but it's a way we can all have a better understanding of what goes on here and what it takes to keep the lights on and playing, as we say. So our adoption process is going to be 3 weeks this year instead of 5. Last year we were so successful and so joyful in the process that we discovered that we didn't need as much time and that 3 weeks would be sufficient. We're going to begin next week. Today is the beginning of Adopt a Bill, when we ask you to think about what it is that goes on here that stirs you to want to be a part of the community through giving, and in what way you can express that. So give some thought to what it is that touches your heart and stirs your passions. We have a list of all of our expenses that we'll put out next week for you to see. And adopting Bill is a really simple process. We get together and you make a decision, sign a piece of paper, and that's it. We have you as a tangible participant in a process that supports our ministry throughout the year. Last year was the best year we've ever had as a result of your giving and as a result of having a way that we could no. As a way in which we could practice generosity and the principles of abundance that unity teaches. It's not enough just to receive. Then what comes with that is the willingness to give. And it's part of how we adopt the principles that we teach in unity about giving and receiving and about sufficiency and the realization that we live in an abundant universe and that we are constantly cared for and prospered. So thanks for entertaining the idea, and next Sunday we'll start the process, and it's a great thing. I don't have a bulletin, so I don't know what announcements are on the back of it. Is it a today? Is it a last? Not much there. Oh, but there's something great there. Unity SV Family Friends Picnic coming right up. Coming right up. Come create some memories with our good food, family, and fun. With our Unity SV community, lots of fun games for adults and children. It's on Saturday the 26th from 1 to 4 at Ted and Dee's house. The invitation is bring your best potluck dish and your family's friends and kids. Tableware and drinks provided. It is a potluck, and when she says bring your best potluck dish, well, bring something, which may be your best potluck dish, certainly for me. So, Dee, if you would raise your hand. What we need to know about it is that if there are games that you want particularly to play, that you would bring with you those things. The list is like table topics, that's conversation. Croquet, I do not know what cornhole is and I don't want to learn. Bocce ball, other things that are games and fun ways to entertain ourselves. We've asked Jerry to handle the kids' needs. You can't park on the street, but you've got a lovely parking team that's going to help you. We seem to need not all the chairs, but maybe 15 more chairs, if you can bring those. And I don't know what else, Dee. Did that cover it? Just come be there. The yard is exquisite. It's like being in a meditative state just to sit in their front yard. Heather's going to be helping in the kitchen, but anybody, a picnic means y'all come and y'all do. So that would be the request. Everybody come and just be there, bring food if you can, and let's have fun, but together. It's a creative work. Nope, it's a Saturday, so we're good. We're good. 26th. And the 19th is the men's breakfast day, as I recall, at Ted and Dee's house for breakfast. But Ted's cooking. And I thought you should expand that to more of the congregation, not just. I'm kidding, Ted. Totally kidding. I don't mean that at all. I used to have those when I was a kid. Um, well, for the men's group, I'm so grateful we have a men's group that meets, and you're together at 10 on the 19th, I think 10. I don't have any more announcements. There's hardly anything else I can think of to say. Huh? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Next week is birthday Sunday. And the last Sunday of the month will not be a potluck Sunday because we're having a picnic the day before. And then you think, oh, now she'll go into a sweet meditation. It's like, just try to get the energy managed again. It kind of goes everywhere. Thank you, Betsy, for lending me your bulletin. Okay, let's go for it.
Okay. You're going to leave it to me to change the energy.
I am, totally.
Going to do a song about inviting more people.
I'm good.
If we were in Nashville, we could do Y'all Come.
We could do-
You started that one. Oh, so. Sorry, Ellen. I was messing with my guitar here. Is that okay? That doesn't work.
No, that wasn't good. No.
That's the first time I've ever made a mistake on the guitar.
I know.
So weird. I can't imagine. There's the segue. Imagine. So, after the meditation, I'll play a song that I haven't named yet, but I think it's Just Imagine, anyway. Because we've all sung Just Imagine together, in and out of John Lennon's tune. So, somebody forwarded recently the Jimi Hendrix saying that when the power of love overpowers the love of power, that's when we'll find peace. And I love that. Yeah. So with that and with all of Lennon's songs, he wrote a bunch of them, Mind Games. If you haven't ever listened to Mind Games, check out the words to that, because it goes deeper into the theme of Imagine. It's just amazing. But we'll start with Just Imagine and go from there. Just imagine, oh, you get the first one. Just imagine, and we all, oh, like that. Just imagine, oh. 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 Just imagine, oh.
I like that so much. Take a breath. It's not a command, it's an invitation. When we say take a breath, it's a reminder that when we take a breath, we open ourselves. And then we take another breath, a conscious breath. And we let go of our hands, which are frequently clenched. We let go of our abdomen, which is frequently tight. We let go of our hips. And our feet, even our little toes. We breathe and do a scan, an internal scan, to find a resting point. Perhaps in your cardiac plexus, where your heart is, or your abdomen. A resting place in the center of your head. You allow your attention to gently come to rest inwardly, like a feather drifting to rest on a pillow. And for a moment you stop trying. Simply allowing. I allow. I allow the spirit of peace. I allow it not by creating it, but by noticing it. The presence of peace is there, always. I allow it to move through in and throughout my being. And I allow it to take me more deeply into the inner sanctuary of my being. For we live and move and have our being in the spirit of grace. Within and all around us. Take a breath again. Just settle in. Our energies feel restless. Our mind is taking trips. We're feeling the need to carry new worries and fears when in fact, Spirit is inviting us to let go, to see and know that the power of the One is at work in us and through us and all around us now. The presence of grace is the presence of love. Healing all the discordant places within us, bringing us into harmony, into a place of remembering and knowing Spirit is my guide. Divine Father, Mother are my source. I am neither abandoned or comfortless. That which is within me is my guiding light. Whether I'm on the mountaintop or in the valley, the power of the presence is moving and flowing and bringing forth after and through the power of good. We call upon all that is holy to support and sustain those in need, and to support and sustain each of us. Greater than that which is in the world, greater than trial and tribulation, is the power of the One. In and through all the spaces and in and through all the seeming chaos of life, we are blessed. Love is present. And God is good. As I lift my heart, I again breathe deeply, allowing the conscious awareness of the presence to overflow me, that I may be a blessing for all. We give thanks for the presence of love, the presence of grace, the presence of peace, and for all our many blessings. And so it is. Amen.
What if peace is created from just a few things, like imagining and feeling and believing, stepping forward in that state of being? What if peace is created from just a few things, imagining, feeling, and believing, imagining and feeling and believing. What if Lennon's words, they weren't just a dream, and singing mind games began with his imagining? If giving peace a chance became reality, maybe Lennon's words, well, they weren't just a dream. Imagining, feeling, and believing, imagining and feeling and believing. Before our emotions, they are overtaken, reacting to a world that's been misbehaving. Let us follow the creed to let love lead. Let peace be sown from our imaginal seeds. I have my own imaginings, someday sharing with my grandkids on the front porch swing, how these very things, well, they brought us peace, imagining, feeling, and believing, imagining and feeling and believing, imagining and feeling and believing. For our emotions, they are overtaken, reacting to the few who are misbehaving. Let us follow the creed to let love lead. Let peace be sown from our imaginal seeds. I think peace is created from just a few things, like imagining, feeling, and believing, stepping forward in that state of being. I think peace is created with just a few things. I think peace is created with just a few things. Yes, peace is created by just a few things. Just imagine, oh, just imagine, oh, just imagine, oh, just imagine, oh.
That's really good. New, right? That's a new one?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Are you going to talk? Because I'm up for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Linda.
Whatever. I've got the shakies this morning, and my voice is like not quite intact. It was a rough week. I never set out to slight anyone for what they think or believe or how they operate, but they pushed me right over the edge this week. I watched our government in action, and it finally was the one that took me right over my edge. And I spent several days this week thinking about freedom, what freedom is as I've been taught in my spiritual life. Dalai Lama was 90 years old this week. He agreed that he'd come back for another round. After everything he has lived and taught and been with, he declared he is willing to be reincarnated again as Dalai Lama, as a being coming to fulfill a mission that's part of the Bodhisattva prayer, which is as long as time remains, as long as space remains, I too shall remain to serve each one, everyone, the whole of life. I too shall remain. He hasn't given up. He hasn't turned his back. They took his country. They killed monks and innocent people. They smuggled him out of Tibet into India. And I had the opportunity to be there with him in it was 1998. And it was a group of spiritual leaders and teachers that were there for a time with him and each other. And it was unbelievable to be in the temple where he worships, to be walking in the footsteps of those who he would say are even greater than he is. And before that, and then during that journey, certainly it changed me significantly. And I think, on which day do we give up? On which day do we stop living into what we believe and who we truly are? What day do we turn our backs thinking, it's too much, it's too hard, I can't do it? What day is it that we say, no more, no more, no more? And I'm never coming back, by the way. Once I leave, I'm out of here, I'm never coming back. This place is a loony bin for the inhabitants trying to find their way and climb up to a level of something greater or not. And in all of that, in and through all of that, they tell me that when it comes down to the end of it all, most of us say, yes, I'll do it again. Because there's something in us that is greater than just what the world experiences in any given moment. There's something we're about here that is greater than trying to sort chaos and bring order out of upheaval. It isn't that I don't believe we need to have our hands and our hearts and our minds at work in those ways, but there's something far more to it. I was reminded yesterday of something that I learned at a seminar led by a man of a completely different faith than any I had followed, but his title for what he did was what allowed Jesus to attain the level he did. And the answer was he had nothing to hide, he had nothing to prove, and he had nothing to lose. What allows a great one or any one of us to rise higher? We say to one another, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Like our constant mantra. And we need it, and we need to be reminded. But so much of what we live is adapted to what we hear, what we're taught, what's going on around us. So much of what we rise to is trying to overcome what's going on around us. It's the perpetuation of this, I must always work harder mind. I must always be more than I am mind. That example or those words applied to the work of Jesus. Nothing to hide. God. I am enough as I am. Nothing to prove. You say, well, that's not true. I mean, look at what he had to do just to have people hear him. But it wasn't about proving it. It was about offering it. There was no, I have to prove myself. I have to be more than anyone else. He aligned with what was present within him and moving through him as the source of what he lived and felt and knew. Nothing to lose. You say, well, it seems like there was a lot lost. Well, apparently not, if we're at more than 2,000 years later, still drawing on those ideas for inspiration. What if you had nothing to hide, nothing to prove, and nothing to lose? How would it change you to live in that model of authenticity? To let it show up as it shows up. To present yourself into the moment at hand rather than continuing to follow the most common beliefs of the moment. What if there was no condition that would cause you to believe that you needed to hide or prove or lose? Can you ever be lost if we are eternal beings? Can you ever really be lost if you are divine oneness in expression. You can behave like you're lost. You can think like you're lost. You can think like you have to hide because if people knew the truth. You can think that there's something you have to achieve to earn the right. And maybe we do work hard toward common goals or uncommon goals to try to bring something into being, but it's much more about offering that which is innate and present and always possible within us. My friend Martha has a statement, and that's where, if you got a bulletin, the title was SWSWSW. Her old way of phrasing that was some will, some won't. So what? Isn't it great? Some will, some won't, so what? We're human beings. We're living, breathing human beings. Some will, some won't, so what? But she changed that. And it became some will, some won't, so what are you going to do? Not, so what, I don't care. So what are you going to do? Are you going to change your mind? Are you going to change the way you inhabit your thinking process? Are you going to change the way you bring yourself to the world? Are you going to change that idea that you have something to hide, something to prove still at this age in the state that you're in, given what you've gone through? The reality is we spend too much time caring about what other people do and not enough time caring about what we innately are created to do. And that is what? To move through life, bearing the light, bearing that truth for ourselves. I can't change your mind, and I don't anticipate that I can change the world, nor do I want to. To be this incredible collage of beings with different minds and different hearts and different ways of seeing, I'm not appointed to change that for anyone, nor are you. So the one you must change it for seems to live in the place that you inhabit. And maybe you don't want to change it. And maybe you've come to a place, oh my God, of authenticity with yourself, where it's enough to be the unbelievable you that inhabits the space where you live. Maybe removing some of our expectations about how others should think and see. Why? Because it would be so good for them. How many people have we tried to change? Tell me how it works. It doesn't work, and yet there we are, changing the world, one person at a time or more, through a belief structure that says, because I think this is good, then you need to think this is good. When in fact, if you think it's good, I don't know how to sort anymore this sense of right and wrong as an edict for how we think and how we are as individuals, because what I see in the world is we don't adapt to any particular model. We're not like that. So we call on the higher power, Dear and holy God, wherever you might be, and all your angels and all the powers and all the guides and all the guardians and everybody, come on, we need you now, because everything needs to be different than it is, because I think it needs to be different than it is, because I see that it could be different than it is, because I want it to be different than it is. And who do I want that for? I want it for everyone. I want it for everyone. What the hell do I know about what everyone needs, about what we need? If I'm calling on the heavenly angels and the guards and the guardians and the guides and the angels and the ascended masters and the hierarchy of all of that, there's got to be a wisdom at work that's greater than my sense of how it has to be. And if I'm going to change anything, I can change my mind about holding that there is a power at work that's greater than my control, manipulation, or belief about something. And if I can't believe that, I'm going to continue to divide and separate and do harm both here and there. There's a whole universe and beyond universe, worlds within worlds within worlds within worlds of divine intelligence at work in this moment in time, and we say, well, it could do it better. And we say, from where you stand and where I stand, it looks like somebody should make it different. But there's so much more. There's so much more than what we see. And if we don't believe in the possibility of the so much more, we get lost in the mundane of the moment by moment by moment upheaval and chaos and concern. Mary Oliver writes, you know, if you're going to do something, do this. Make of yourself a light, said the Buddha. Make of yourself a light. Said the Buddha before he died. I think of this every morning as the east begins to tear off its many clouds of darkness to send up the first signal, a white fan streaked with pink and violet and even green. An old man, he lay down between two solid trees, and he might have said anything, knowing that it was his final hour. What I see is the light burns upward. It thickens and settles over the fields. Around him, the villagers gathered and stretched forward to listen. The villagers gathered and stepped and stretched forward to listen. For me, even before the sun itself hangs disattached in the blue air, I am touched everywhere by its ocean of yellow waves. No doubt, he thought of everything that had happened in his difficult life. For me, I feel the sun itself as it blazes over the hills like a million flowers on fire. Clearly, I'm not needed, and yet I feel myself turning into something of inexplicable value. Slowly, beneath the branches, he raised his head and looked into the faces of that frightened crowd, and he said, "Make of yourself a light." Make of yourself a light. The last words, supposedly. Resilience, said Mary Pfeiffer, who wrote a book called A Life in Light. She said, for her, sundown is the moment when she knows that for an instant it seems the light goes out. But she said, I've never had a day when the dawn did not come. Resilience, she said, resilience is the ability to find light in dark times. In my week, as I was captured by the world big time, in the belief that someone could do harm to you or to me or to the man or woman on the street or a child or someone my age or older than me, God bless them. When I was stirring and stirring and stirring about the idea of freedom and what it means in times when it seems like freedom is being taken to the right and to the left, I have to go back, and I had to go back to the teachers who tell me that no matter what, there will be dawn. And no matter what, no matter what, there is something beyond this moment in time. And when I know that to be true, I can return to the place in my heart, in my gut, in the place where I'm locked down or afraid. And remember, look to the light. And not just look to the light, but let it remind you that you are the light. And with you on the earth and with me on the earth, it may seem that we are often helpless, but in fact, there is so much goodness present in this world that it can never be taken from us. Make of yourself a light, he said. And we breathe, and we go on. And we are grateful. My usher team is not here this morning. Let's share our tithes and love offerings if two people want to step into that role. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Dave. So, we know that as we give, we open the doors of our mind and our heart and our being in one motion, one seamless motion of giving and receiving. For each gift you give, for the ways in which you serve, for the ways in which you bless, you are truly blessed in return. I give joyfully and easily, for God is my source, and abundance is my nature. Go ahead. dropped yours earlier. You got it over with. Thank you. What? Yeah. I don't know. There was stuff was flying out of people's hands. We have two children to bless today. If they would like to stand up, they don't have to come forward, just stand up. Can you stand up? Can we do our child blessing? There is one more somewhere. Child, let's speak our blessing. Child of light, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are, and we do. So, the prayer for protection. These are not just words that we force on you every Sunday morning and make you repeat. This is the prayer that has saved me so many times over the years. Before I was fully involved in the spiritual journey, this was the prayer that was given to me, and I speak it all the time with the word me and for us as well. So whatever feels right to you, let's share. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And if that's true, even for an instant of time, it is true for all time. Let's stand and sing our peace song.